Alright guys, so today we're going to make a video discussing whether or not do not duplicate keys are any more safe than your regular keys. So I have a regular key and a do not duplicate key right here, right? One of the trademarks of a do not duplicate key or a DND key, do not duplicate, just has a bigger head on it, and then it usually just says do not duplicate on it. So this is a standard Schlage key. We've seen these keys many times before. This is a do not duplicate key version of the same Schlage key. So the keys are exactly the same on both sides. It's just that one has the head on it that says do not duplicate and one doesn't. So really it's the same key. So I guess the question is, what do you gain by putting on a do not duplicate key if it's the same exact key and anybody can make it? Well, you're really just protecting yourself from people going to Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Walmart, all those different places. You're really just keeping them from going to those places because those people are not trained to cut keys. So when they see it, they go, oh, do not duplicate. I don't see anything on my machine that has that picture, so we can't make it. When in reality, it's just the same key. They just don't know because they don't use what we use. So we use machines, we put a key in, we put the key in no matter what it is, and cut it. They look at a picture chart and they say, put in this box. Okay, put this one in this box. Do it, and the machine does it. So they don't really know what they're doing. So it keeps them from being able to make those keys because also that head won't fit into the spot that traditional key will. So you're just stopping all your employees from going to those places. So it kind of works because if you have an employee that goes to Walmart and they go, oh no, we can't make that key. They're like, oh, well, I guess nobody can make that key. When in reality, if you go to any locksmith, they're gonna cut that key for you because there's no way to track, are you the original person with the key or are you not the original person? So it really doesn't affect anything if you go to a locksmith. But if you go to one of those box stores, yes, they will not be able to cut it. So there is a little bit of security gained by that. But I guess if you're concerned with safety in your keys, if you're concerned with people making copies of them or just being able to get a copy in general anywhere, then you'd want to consider what's called a high security key system. So before I kind of go into that, I have some examples sitting over here to the side that we'll discuss. But before we go into that, I kind of want to show you what the inner workings of a cylinder looks like so you can see what you're gaining by adding some of these features onto the key blank that are high security keys. So let me take you really quick to the front board that we have up front that shows an exploded view of a high security cylinder. It's actually a Schlage Primus cylinder. There's many different ones, but I have a chart up front that we had blown up and put up so that the customers can see what that's all about. So let's go up there to that exploded view and let me show you what we got. All right, so we're here at in the front of our shop. This is our partner wall, and Allegiant is a partner of ours, and they make many different high security keys. This right here is the picture of a Schlage Primus cylinder. So in every standard cylinder, these parts don't really matter. This is the housing. In every standard cylinder, you'll have springs with your driver pins, master pins, or regular pins. All that standard stuff in a cylinder. But what's additional that is not in your regular cylinder, even if it's a regular Schlage or regular DND, do not duplicate key, it still has all your regular stuff. The added feature on this particular one is that it has a sidebar. So this sidebar has these finger pins underneath. They interact together and they meet the pattern on the side of your Schlage key. This pattern is exclusive to our key blank. So other companies would have a different pattern. So that's what the inside of a high security cylinder looks like. Okay, so what I have here is the Schlage key we were just talking about, regular Schlage key, and then your high security Primus key. They come in all different shapes and sizes and different names and different restrictions and all kinds of things, but really quick, I just want to show you the difference on the key blank. So this one has whatever our key number is. This is for our company. This key blank with this number on it is only for our company. Nobody else has that exact same key with that exact same code with this exact same pattern. So some high security keys have different levels to it, different restrictions. Some are like maybe other people within another certain area of zip codes can't get that key blank, but some can if they're out of those certain zip codes or out of this state or out of this region of the United States. So there's different levels to the high security key thing. But just in general, the difference between high security keys and just regular keys is that usually you have your sidebar that interacts with some finger pins, so it gives you two different things that have to match up exactly, on top of the fact of being on a key blank that you can't find anywhere. So let's head back to my office. I'll show you a couple other examples of it, a couple other pictures of some different types of ones, high security keys, just to give you a little more information. All right, so what I did is I put a little spread out here so I can show you some things just for your information. Here's the basic SC4 house. Actually, it's a commercial Schlage key, standard key that I've been showing you. Here's the do not duplicate version of that key, standard key. Here's the Schlage Primus key I was showing you, which was just the one I kind of introduced you on the board and showed you how that works inside. There's a bunch of different levels to this. There's regular keys, there's do not duplicate keys, there's keys that are a little bit harder to find. Maybe you can only find them at locksmith stores. And then there's some that are that you can buy into through your local suppliers. Like they'll get a certain key brand and they'll say, okay, well, we'll sell you this keyway, here's the cylinders for them, and we'll only sell to people who have paid X amount of money in and bought so much stock of it, and you have to stamp the key with your own logo or whatever. And then you have like an agreement that other locksmiths, if they see the key that has a different logo on it, they can't cut them for you unless they go through the appropriate channels to get the system switched over to them. It's kind of high security, not too much. And then you have actual high security keys. And then you have some high security keys that say, okay, we're going to give you this blank. It's yours. It's the only one in the whole country that has this. Or it's the only one in this region of the United States. Or it's only one in this zip code area or whatever. There's different levels to all of them. So I've shown you these. For instance, this one right here is a CX5 key. Okay, this was the first high security system I got into, actually. It's just has a little side mill on it, right? This one you buy in through your local supplier. We don't use it too much anymore, but yes, you're not going to be able to find these keys just anywhere. You have to match the side milling and the top and be able to get these keys in order to even do it. So this will pretty much accomplish what you're wanting if you don't want people to make keys. But if you're really secure, you have really secure, personal, confidential things, you might want to step it up a few. Like for instance, this is another, just a harder key blank to find, S123 Schlage Everest Key. You can find them at just about any locksmith shop, but you're not going to be able to go anywhere else besides the locksmith shop to get one of these. They're a lot harder to find, but still you can make copies if you really wanted to by going to a locksmith shop. And then we have another version of the Primus Schlage key I showed you a minute ago for different formats, and this is just another one so you can see. This was the old one I showed you with the side mill on it. This is just another version of it. So there's different versions for different types of locks. So I'll open this kit up here. So this has just a couple different, these are all high security. They all use some different type of form of keys for different kind of applications. You know, regular cylindrical, small format IC core, large format IC core. Some of these have breakdowns inside of them, so you can see the springs and the finger pin in the back that needs to match up. So there's a lot of different styles of these. And then I also put out the just a high security pin kit for Primus. So if you look inside, you'll have, these are the finger pins that match on the side mill of your key. So these are just the things that basically interact with the what do you call it, the sidebar, basically, the sidebar cuts. So this is what an inside of one of the high security rekey kits look like. So if you're interested in a high security keyway, or you've been wanting to do something to up your security on your mechanical key system, this is the way to go. Your local locksmith should have at least one type of high security key system. Not all do though, but we carry quite a few different ones. Also, if you want to go another level, then you can go like an access control system with badge readers, fingerprint readers, pin codes. But as far as you can go with keys, you can go all the way up to high security, and even some keys have chips built into them that interact with an access control system. So the key goes in, turns, but the chip inside doesn't have authorization. So even though the key turns, the chip says, no, you're not authorized to use this, and won't open the lock. That's like the next highest level. So there's many different levels to this game, so to say. But thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the support. Please hit the subscribe button or the bell icon, like the video. And if you have any ideas for videos, please feel free to leave a comment and let us know. And follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. We're on all of them. Thank you for continued support.